y'all mine. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on old net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Clean your side.
What's in? What's happening? Southside, Clayco, know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up this far. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shawty in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I'll bring you right back to your friends.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they're halfway home, looking good, and a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play, picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And a lane slow materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Well, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. To throw is Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. They certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd and 9. Here's Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Dobbins once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7.
Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Another one caught by Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Texans
And Stroud now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Stroud looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
The kick is good.
Looks good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Texans nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
They will find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So
all right, Brandon, thanks much. Hope you all had a happy Halloween. Some of the celebrations still going on as we've reached the first weekend of November, and that's just fine. Let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Tua Tagovailoa. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Dolphins get the victory here. They win it by 10. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Aaron Rodgers finding his man. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Now, and it's the Steelers with a 14-10 lead at the half. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the third-year man, Bryce Young. He'll look to get the yards himself on the scramble, and he got those yards and more. Off he goes. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 26.
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. And able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. To throw, here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Wants to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
At the 11-yard line.
Stroud. this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for an H-down.
Throwing now is Stroud. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. A toss play to Mixon. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for an H-down.
Here's Stroud. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 50-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's
fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Texans first
Stroud
down.
out of the gun here. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down.
Now Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here goes Stroud again. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Broncos, the train just keeps rolling, 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week.